During this video, you'll learn how to use SOLIDWORKS to model an L-shaped bracket, which is a part that you can use to mount to the frame of the robot. First, draw a sketch of the L bracket. Select the Sketch tab in the Tool Manager and select the Sketch tool. You must indicate the location where you want to draw the sketch. Select Right Plane. Now select the Line tool from the Sketch Tools palette. To draw the first line of the L bracket, click the cursor on the origin, drag the cursor to the right to create the desired length, and then click again. To make the second line of the L bracket, click on the end of the first line, drag the cursor towards the top of the screen, and then click again. Now, use the Offset tool to create the inner edges of the L bracket. Click one of the lines. Take note that the offset is not in the appropriate direction. To correct this, select the Reverse checkbox. You can specify the thickness of the material that is used to create the L bracket. To specify the thickness, set the offset value to 3.17 mm and press the Enter key. To complete the sketch, use the Line tool to connect the open sections of the L bracket. Next, use the Smart Dimension tool to specify the width and height of the L bracket. Select the Smart Dimension tool from the Sketch Tools palette. First, set the width of the L bracket. Click the outer left and outer right lines of the L bracket, move the cursor away from the part, and then click again. Type 25.4 mm and press the Enter key. Now, set the height of the L bracket. Click the lower and upper lines of the L bracket, move the cursor away from the part, and then click again. Type 50.8 mm and press the Enter key. Now you can use the Extrude function to convert the L bracket into a three-dimensional part. Click Extrude Boss Base. In Direction 1, use the drop box to select Mid-Plane. To indicate the length the part should extrude, type 50.8 mm and press the Enter key. To create rounded edges for the L bracket, add a fillet to the part using the Fillet tool from the Sketch Tools palette. In the Fillet menu, set the radius to 6.35 mm. Then, select the two lines of the L bracket and press the Enter key. The outer edges of the L bracket are now complete. The L bracket is nearly complete. It requires two holes which you can use to mount the bracket to the frame of the robot. Use the Hole Wizard in the Features tab to create the hole. Click Hole Wizard. On the left side of the screen, in the Hole Types section, select Through Hole. This specifies the type of hole to create. In the Hole Specifications section, set the size of the hole to M6, and set the end condition to Through All. To identify the location of the two holes, select the Position tab, and click on the two locations on the base of the L bracket. To specify the distance of these holes from the edge, select the Smart Dimension tool, click on the center point of the hole, then click on the outer edge of the bracket. Let's give it a dimension of 12.7 mm, and we'll repeat the same step once more between the center of the hole and the other edge. Now let's give the exact dimensions to our other hole. Lastly, add a hole which will hold, load, and trim the corners of the bracket to prevent interference with other parts of the robot. First, create a sketch on the front face of the bracket. Now we're going to make a circle on the face. We want this circle to stay equal distances from both sides, so we're going to add a relation by opening the Display Delete Relations drop-down menu and clicking on Add Relation. Now select the center point of the circle and the origin. Now, from the Property Manager, click on the vertical to place a vertical relation between the circle and the origin. Now place another relation by selecting the circle and the topmost line of the bracket. Then click on Tangent in the Property Manager. Now, create two lines that connect the corner of the base of the L bracket to the outer edge of the circle. The lines serve as guides as you remove the corners of the L bracket. Use the Line tool from the Sketch tab. Click the left corner of the L bracket and move the cursor towards the circle. Take note that SOLIDWORKS automatically indicates a line through the origin of the circle and two tangential lines. If we click again while these guides are visible, SOLIDWORKS will automatically create a line tangent to the circle. Draw another identical tangent line on the right side of the circle. Next, create a second circle inside of the first circle. The function of the inner circle is to hold a load. Set the diameter of the inner circle to 12.7 millimeters and make the outside circle 25.4 millimeters. Now, in order to cut and remove the corners in the inner circle, select the Extrude Cut tool from the Features tab. Under Direction 1, open the drop-down menu and select Through All. Click the areas to cut and remove. Now we can press the Enter key to finish the feature. In this lesson, we learned how to create an L bracket used in our robot using the Sketch, Dimension, and Extrude tools. We also learned how to use the Hole Wizard to create through holes for our parts.